Hi, I'm Jennifer Webb. One of my programs is How Do You Create a Hero Culture at Work? It's all about how we leverage the amazing powers we have in order to inspire and empower others. Now, I use a variety of interactive tools when I'm speaking, and one of those tools is magic. I find magic is an incredible metaphor to help people realize there are no limits, just the beliefs about limits. And when we can help people change those beliefs, what we do is end up helping them create a very different reality. Einstein said imagination is more powerful than knowledge. When we can again help people see a different vision, help them to imagine the possibilities that are available to them, then they actually start to create their very own magic. And that is how I am different from every other speaker. As lifelong learners, I know you've probably heard it all and seen it all. So when I engage an audience, I use magic, I use statistics and data, I use stories, I also use thought-provoking interactive exercises. Let me give you an example, okay? Bring your arm out like so and put it up. Put your index finger and your thumb out and put them together. Now for a second, imagine there's a great deal of pressure on the fingernail and a great deal of pressure on the knuckle, and keeping the same degree of pressure, very quickly bring your hand to your chin. Now, for many of you, this is not your chin. Obviously, it has nothing to do with IQ. It's whether we're visual or auditory. Visual people are here. Auditory people are here. I did it for a more important reason. The mind is an amazing thing. Even though we know exactly where we want to go, man, is it easy to get sidetracked. You know, we think 60,000 thoughts a day, and 90% are repeats. So often we're recycling old thoughts, old ways of doing things to solve new, different, more complex problems. So the leaders have to look at how we take away any thought that is sabotaging and changing it to be more effective. I customize every single presentation. I've had the good fortune to speak to so many companies over the year. CIA, NASA, Honeywell Space Systems, Microsoft, Apple, many, many companies. And of course, I always talk about what's new from a communication and leadership perspective, but also I go back to the basics, the importance of communicating with respect. As an example, one of the powers in the book, that's the same program on how to create a hero culture at work, looks at something called serendipity, a made-up word on how do we attract luck, create opportunity. It's all about appreciation, catching people doing something partially right, telling people thank you every chance you get. Now, I give away these buttons. This one happens to say awesome hero buttons. And I ask people to pass them out and say thank you and tell whoever they give it to, you can't keep it. Put it on and wear it until you find someone to say, great job, thank you. We want to create an epidemic of appreciation. I have incredible take-home value. Will Rogers said, even if you're on the right track, you're going to get run over if you just sit there. So at the end of every single presentation program I do, I ask, what's the gift? What are you going to take away and start using after today? Knowledge without power is useless. And I hear so many things, dozens of things they're going to start using immediately. Go to my website, look at the testimonials, and you read some of the things that people are going to use. When they can start doing that, that is powerful. I also use a lot of acronyms to help people remember. As an example, one is E plus R equals O. The event plus the response equals the outcome. It's never what happens to us, it's what we choose to do about it. Misery is optional, and so is joy. Happiness is a skill and a choice, and that is really powerful. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Jennifer Webb, Magic Communication.